on our way out to Death Valley. We're actually in Death Valley right now. One of the first places that we came across is the Ashford Mills Ruins. And here's a picture of what the mill looked like in its heyday. And this mill actually cost more to put together and build than the money that it made. So it was a losing proposition. But we're going to take a look at some of the ruins here. And they had this mill would process ore that they brought down from the Golden Treasure Mine 5 miles east in Ashford Canyon. So let's see, this would have been in the early 1900s. Henry, Harold, and Lewis acquired the mine in 1907. And let's take a look at it, see what's left. The Ashford brothers sold this mine for $50,000 to a Hungarian count, who later sold it to B.W. McCausland for $105,000. Originally it was sold for $50,000, so they purchased it for $50,000. This building that I'm heading over to now was the mining office. And this is what's left of it. This is what this hot, arid climate does to a building after 113 years. And this is all that's left of the office. Boy, it was well built though, my goodness. Looks like it was a composite of rock and clay that they built it out of. It's still sturdy. It's still very sturdy. But you can see time is taking its toll on it. Got just beautiful country here though. It's just gorgeous. Take a walk around the outside of it. You still see some of the concrete floor that they had. So I'm walking around here, I'm watching for snakes and scorpions. We killed another scorpion at our RV park last night. That's the 4th one, and every single one of these scorpions that we're finding are between 4 and I'd say 7 inches long. I mean, they're ridiculously big. And some of the people in our campground told us that if you get stung by one of these scorpions, that it probably wouldn't affect us any worse than a bee sting or a wasp sting. But they can kill small animals, dogs, cats, and it doesn't matter that it would only feel like a bee sting or a wasp sting. The things just look terrifying and scare the crap out of Janet and I both, because every night we sit out next to our RV under our canopy and enjoy having a cool beverage or something, and we're out there a lot of the time in flip-flops, and these things come crawling out at night. And one literally crawled out of the shrubs behind our RV, and I'm not joking, he crawled right between Janet's legs while she was sitting down wearing flip-flops, and scared the you-know-what out of both of us. But we were able to handle it. So this right here would have been where the gold was processed. This is what's left of that large building that you saw in the photo. You can still see that they have an indentation in the ground down there where the water for the plant was probably kept at one point. I don't see, I guess this area here could have been some leftover tailings from the processing of the ore, but not a lot left. Boy, these things were well built though. I mean, they're big structures. This is what's left of the Ashford Mill Ruins. And right now, where I'm standing at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, it's 114 degrees. And because it's so dry, I'm not sweating yet, so that's a good thing, I guess. Here's some of the structure. You know, that was a hard life doing this type of work, but at least the miners had a good view when they were working out here. I can see how somebody would take on this type of hard work in order to just be able to be out here in the nature like this. It's gorgeous out here. There's literally, when you look around, as far as I can see, I do not see another person or another car. There's not a lot of places left in the United States where you can see this far and not see anybody. It's really kind of a lonely feeling. Just beautiful though.